And first at 4:30, we are following developing news tonight. Protests for change and police reforms continued today, nearly 3 weeks after the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis. And earlier today in Hartford, a group of Interfaith clergy gathered outside of City Hall to share their thoughts. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Mike Savino was there, and he is joining us live now at City Hall. Mike?
Yes, and Kara, police reform was, of course, the big focus here today, as has been the case, as you mentioned, with all of these protests that we've seen since George Floyd was killed in Minneapolis back on May 25th. But a lot of people we spoke to today said that bad policing is really just part of a broader problem, and that's why we need systemic change.
If we don't get it, if we don't get it.
Protesters in Hartford continuing their demands for police reform. This time, it was the Greater Hartford Interfaith Action Alliance. But it continues 2 weeks of protests in Connecticut since George Floyd was killed by a police officer while in handcuffs.
We can't let this time pass us by and push this out even any further.
Representative Josh Hall says the legislature needs to act now. A police accountability task force this week made 20 recommendations. Those include banning chokeholds and neck restraints, requiring community oversight and body cameras for all departments, and ending so-called broken windows policing, or taking a tough approach on smaller infractions. Other changes are broader, looking to change the culture of policing. Governor Ned Lamont wants police reform to be part of an upcoming special session.
When it comes to police accountability, when it comes to giving people confidence that our police are doing the right thing, I don't want to wait.
In Hartford, protesters had specific demands for Mayor Luke Bronin and police officials. Among them, a willingness to talk with the public about strengthening Hartford's Civilian Police Review Board.
Yes, we are.
Protesters also wanted civilian involvement in upcoming union talks. Reverend A.J. Johnson, meanwhile, wants Governor Lamont to declare racism a public health emergency, even starting an online petition. He says issues with police are just part of larger systemic problems.
But it happens in housing, where we live. It happens in healthcare, the services that we get. It happens clearly in our education system.
Now, Bronin today also said he supports flying a Black Lives Matter flag here at the Capitol. When asked about it during the protest, he said that he already flies one at his house and he supports flying one here at the People's House. Live from Hartford, Mike Savino, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.